Hello everyone. Today we will see how to enable a logger in our web application. Spring Boot supports Logback out of box already, and we will just enable it and customize it to better fit our application. To make it happen, we just need to do the following two things. It's very easy. First, we need to add a dependency library to our application. Secondly, we need to add a configuration file to control how the application should write the log information. Now let's start. And this is the application we built in the previous videos. First, let's open this pom.xml file and add the dependency we need. Let's add it here. See, we just need to let the application know we need this Logback library for our application. We do not need to specify version because Spring Boot has this dependency management, which has the specific version defined already. As long as we specify here we need this Logback dependency, Spring Boot will automatically pick the version is managed. Okay, let's save this file. Secondly, we need to add a configuration file for the Logback. And here we have this source main resource folder. We just need to add the logback.xml file in this folder. I already prepared one. Let's paste here. See, now we have this logback.xml. Let's open it. See here, we have the configuration for how application should write the log file. First, we can declare some properties where the log file will be saved to. Let's call it log home. Next one, we define appender, which is a standard output. This is the console output, which is in this console view. And we can define a pattern, how the log info should look like. Next, we can define another appender, which is file, which will write into a file into the system. And we can define some discriminator. Here you can see the appender file. We want to write the file into this log home, which is the temp logs folder. And in this folder, we want to add this file name, which defined here, called easier life, with a .log extension. Also, we can define a pattern for the information inside the file, and the rolling policy, when should the application start a new file. Here we can see the trigger policy is 10 megabytes by size. And these are appender configurations. Once we have these appenders, we can config saying, okay, what type of information, what should be write into the log. For example, we have this logger. This will be the package name, com easierlife.cms. For everything from this package, we will log debug level information into the file appender defined previously. And the default, this one is for the default setting. For all other packages, will be info level information, and this information will be write to both the file appender, also the console output. Now we have this dependency. We also have this configuration file. We can start testing this. Let's start this application. It's starting. Now the server started. You can see it's here. Let's try the URL to see it is working. This is the application we built before, without any fancy things, just to demo Spring MVC works. Now let's check the log file. See, here is the temp logs folder. We have a new file called easierlife.log. This is what we configured in the logback.xml file. Let's open this file. And you can see these are the information. This is the pattern defined in the logback.xml file. And these are all info from all different packages. And for this one, it's a debug level. It's a com.easierlife.cms servlet initializer, because we defined for com.easierlife.cms package, we will also log debug info. So here you can see the log works. Now let's see how we can use this logback to write useful information into the log file. Let's switch back to the IDE. Remember, we have these controller classes. Let's see this user controller. When the user access this register URL, we do some business logic here. For this exercise, let's just write some information into the log file when the user access this URL. Okay, to make it happen, we need to first declare some logger variable. And we need to import this class log4j logger and the log4j logger factory. Now we have this logger variable. We can use it now. Let's say logger.debug. We want to write some debug information. Let's say register URL is accessed. Save it. Now let's start our little application. It's starting. Okay, started. Okay, let's refresh this register page. It's refreshed. Let's go back to our log file. You will see here from the user controller, we printed register URL is accessed, which is output from our controller class here. Okay, this is what we want to show today, how to enable the logback logger in the Spring MVC Spring Boot application. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next video. Thank you.